All right, so boom, check it out, y'all. I got some real quick, easy, and flavorful with this crispy hot honey chicken pasta. Look, this will fit any occasion. Date night, family cookout, or even meal prep. That might be kind of pushing it.
Let's get into it.
I do my thing in the kitchen. My name is Cord, I'm for the culture, and I'm here with a vision. We here to talk, chop it up. They say the odds are stacked against us. We ain't seen that bet. And the things we do in kitchens, y'all ain't seen that shit. Yes, Lord, let me talk. Listen, man, we here for a good time, not a long time. Matter of fact, we here for a great time. You now turned into Kitchen Culture Podcast.
So we got a red and orange bell pepper right here. So obviously, wash your produce, all right? Slice off the top here, slice off that booty, just slice in here and take out this little rib part here.
Now, honestly, you can cut your bell peppers how you want if you want to slice them into thin strips, or you can dice them. Either way.
All you gotta do is just repeat this with the red bell pepper. Easy.
All right, so if you notice, we got a different cutting board for these chicken breasts. We're gonna go ahead and butterfly these, but we always wanna change out. You don't wanna use wood when you're cutting up meat. Wood holds in a lot of bacteria and things like that, so it's gonna cause for possible cross-contamination. And slice this almost like in half, like a book. You cut this into two smaller pieces. First things first, we're gonna get all of that excess moisture out of these chicken breasts. All right, so boom, we go a little something like this. Gonna hit your chicken with a little oil. Come through with some of that Cavender's Greek seasoning. I swear to you, like, I can put this on everything. Go ahead and liberally season up this chicken, because we're only gonna season one side and then rub it all over so that way you get onto the back side too. And you get some of that Hidden Valley Ranch seasoning. Now you can get the spicy or the regular, it don't really matter, it's up to your tolerance level on it. Now you can season both sides one at a time, you can, but for simplicity, you gonna have an excess of seasoning, so literally you could just rub them in on both sides. And then that way, oftentimes you're not gonna oversalt your food this way.
So we're gonna work this out in 3 stages. So we've got our chicken, obviously already been seasoned. All right, then we're gonna create our dry batter, and then this is where our chicken's gonna hang out before we go ahead and drop it in the oil. So we got a cup of some all-purpose flour, and get you some panko breadcrumbs. Then we're just gonna season this up with a little bit of grease seasoning. You don't have to go too crazy with this, because then we also got a sauce. A little ranch. A little smoked paprika never hurt nobody. Mix that around real good. We're just gonna go ahead and go straight into our dry batter. And make sure you get that flour patted in deeply. Flip it and reverse it. Shake off that excess flour because you don't want that in your grease. And then we're just gonna set this on a wire rack to rest. So what that's gonna do is allow that flour to get nice and acquainted with that chicken. Since our water started to boil a little bit, hit it with a little salt. All right, you can use whatever pasta noodles you want. You use fettuccine, rotini, rigatoni. I'm going with rotini in this case. All right, so we're going to add your pasta on there. Here's the thing, you don't need to add oil to your pasta water. I promise you, your noodles ain't gonna stick together. Just stir your noodles around for about like maybe 15, 20 seconds, and then they will come out perfectly just fine. They won't be sticking together. We're gonna cook these for about 8 to 9 minutes, just a little bit over al dente, just because we're not baking this. The noodles are done. We're gonna save the pasta water, so that's why I got this bowl underneath. That's gonna reinforce the flavor in our sauce. Drop you in a tablespoon of some unsalted butter.
You can do this instead of shocking it with cold water. Just mix that around till the butter's melted.
Gonna set these aside while we finish up everything else. So, since we didn't heavily bread this chicken, we're gonna shallow fry it. So, not a whole lot of oil, just enough. All right, we get our skillet to about a medium-high heat, and then we're gonna just drop our chicken on in away from you. So that way the grease don't splatter back on you. Oh, and by the way, I use grapeseed oil. Look, we're gonna let this go for about 5 minutes each side or until nice and golden brown. See, that meat is nice and juicy, crispy. Set this on a wire rack so that way you can go ahead and let that excess oil drain. Now to condense on dishes, same skillet. Pop you a tablespoon of some unsalted butter in. Come through with your onions. Yes, these are pre-chopped already. And we got our julienne bell peppers. What we're gonna do, let this go for about 5 minutes. So we're gonna add in just about a teaspoon of some chipotles and adobo. So we're gonna come through with some tomato paste.
And look, y'all, we getting every little last drop of that garlic paste out of there.
Get you about 2 cups of some heavy whipping. Now add in that pasta water. All right, before you start over seasoning this, check to see if the salt from the pasta water got it where you want it, all right?
So if you're enjoying this recipe, then I know you're gonna love the recipes that I got in my cookbook, Kitchen Culture. Meals for any time, any place, any occasion. I mean, seafood, we got holiday meals, drinks, snacks, everything you need and some more.
The link will be in the description box below. But without further ado, let's go ahead and get back to the recipe though, all right?
Taste it, we're gonna add just a little bit of Greek seasoning and get it some little bit of salt, all right? Then just mix everything in together until it's one mixture.
Now we got the flavor what we wanted, so we're gonna go ahead and add in our pasta noodles. What you wanna do right here is just get all of them noodles nice and coated. Like this is like the easiest part of it. So go ahead and get as much Parmesan cheese as you want. That's gonna get it nice and creamy. So check it out, y'all. This hot honey sauce is like dumb easy. So get some hot sauce, whatever you want. But yeah, I got organic raw honey. Go ahead and add that on there. Some pecan liquid smoke. Couple of Since we got just a thin coat, we're gonna go ahead and just brush this hot honey on both sides of the chicken.
Then just gonna slice up them chicken breasts however you want, and then the pasta's done. As you can see, we just go ahead and top our pasta with the chicken, and then grate as much Parmesan cheese over the top as you want. Then get that remaining hot honey sauce and drizzle that over that chicken for the last little glaze.
Now to dress it on up, just put a little greenery over the top. Ooh.
And you can't tell me that don't look like some real pressure right there. Like, get a recipe a try, y'all. Like, you see how easy that recipe was? But look, head to the store, get the ingredients, make it, and then tag me once you do. But I'll catch y'all on the next recipe, though.
Yes, Lord, let me talk. You tuned into the Chef Core in the kitchen. We here for a good time, not a long time. Matter of fact, we here for a great time. Yes, Lord, let me talk.